Alrighty, we've got a brick today. I'm pretty excited about this. The last time, actually, let me pull up my sheet really quick. We had a brick. Was the last time we had a really nice score of some silver. Let me double check and see if it was from this particular bank. I don't recall. It's been so long. Halves. Where was that yummy box from? And it was from the other bank, the bank of mine that closed. So hopefully this is a new yummy brick. I don't get them very often, especially if they are not rewraps. So we'll see what we get. Mikey, welcome. How are you this morning? Are you ready? Let's see what we've got. Doesn't look like we have any enders on top like last time. You're moving to college on Sunday. That's not too far away though, right? You excited? I bet, man. College is a lot of fun. Enjoy it while you can. And then you just got to do a lot of work. Leesburg, yeah, that's not too far. I'm gonna dump bucket. NIFC, first find in the box. Okay. There's the box. Yeah, it's a hike. It's not too bad though. I mean, when I went to school, it was like 9 hours to home, so I guess I relate everything to that. Ooh. NRM. That's a 72. Come on, no FG. Nice looking 72 though. Too bad I already have one. I haven't heard of that. What's that show about? A bunch of more shinies in here. Hope we're not getting into those new 95s and stuff that are out there. 18th century French Revolution. Might have to take a gander at that. 2016, another NIFC. I'm watching a documentary right now on the DeLorean. Started watching it last night. I got one episode left. I'm constantly trying to find something to binge on Netflix. 2007 NIFC. Wow, that's a nice looking 99. Good morning, Timbo. Glad you could join us in the stream. I appreciate all the comments. Cathedral of the Sea. What's that one about? I don't know that I've heard of either of those. Last week I finished Cocaine Cowboys, about this group of Cubans that ran basically Miami in the 80s. It's pretty interesting. Medieval Spain. Yeah, once you start going down some rabbit holes, man, there's so much content out there. And they just keep suggesting stuff based on what you watched before. I watched a really good one on the Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't remember what it was called. I do at the time. I actually passed it on to the Pirate Stacker, where they went over the Caribbean during the pirate time. It was a pretty cool, like, dramatic documentary kind of thing. It wasn't a true documentary, but it was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. 2003. I hope this isn't a box full of Nifsies. Hey, was that coin show up in Altamont Springs or Longwood or basically North Orlando? Was it any good, or was it just super small? Come on, work with me here, box. 2006 NIFC. $18.75. Wow, a 22-week D for $10. That's a pretty good deal. I keep buying all kind of stuff. Yeah, I was looking at some of the colonial stuff. That stuff's cool. I gotta get my current, not even modern, just my more current stuff before I get into that. That stuff starts to get pretty expensive. But it's really cool stuff. It's got some serious history to it. Man. Ooh, there's one down there that looks suspicious. Might have to go to the next, go down a row. It's piqued my interest. It looks pretty claddy, but a little suspicious. Probably just dirty. No, it was just look how worn that is. It's worn and dirty. Starting to forget what silver looks like here, man. This is sad. I did pick up myself some quarters today and some nickels that are supposedly from someone's house, and they've been saving them for 60 years. See how true that is once I get into them. BU Morgans in pieces. Wow, that would be a heck of a buy, man. That's going to cost a couple of bucks, though. So you're going to come up to the fun show for January. I heard it's massive. I didn't even realize they did one in January, but when I was talking to the guys at the recent show, they said that the one in January is bigger than the one that they do in the summer or spring. Depends on how you look at it. Summer, I guess. And it was massive. Look at the toning on that one. Wow. That one's pretty cool. Probably not picking it up too much, but I really like the reverse toning on that. I don't even like toners, but when you see stuff like that, man, that's sharp. Really nice shape, too. We'll keep it. Ogre Coins! Long time no see, my friend. 600 table. I think it's bigger than that. There was, I want to say there was over 600 tables in this last one. It was mad. I mean, it's overwhelming, quite frankly. There were so many tables at this last one. It's like, if you don't go in with a game plan, you're going to get slaughtered because there's so much cool stuff. Wow, look at that one. Ogre, you found anything cool lately? Nice, found some world coin. I don't know how you do that, man. It's world coins are in a class of their own. I have a bunch of world coins, but I don't even know where to start looking for errors. I mean, I look when I'm logging in Numista, I look to see what's available. Look at that. That is a proof, my friends. 1973 proof. Wow. But trying to find errors is like, whew. I'm sure there's other ones that I have missed besides what's in Numista. Numista tends to be pretty good though on showing some of the stuff. I don't know that they include all of it. What would that run, Mikey? I would assume that that would be a pretty substantial coin. If you got a game plan, like I said, if you go there and you're looking for something, it's highly likely somebody will have it. I mean, there was a number of, big ticket coins that you can find. I would think that an S over CC would be pretty expensive. 2009. 2009. Come on, Nifsies, get out of here. Not what I'm looking for. Oh, cherry picking. Yeah, that'd be a heck of a cherry pick. I would think anything as soon as you start saying CC, I'd be shocked if they aren't checking for that kind of stuff. That sounds like big dollar stuff to me. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Talk about being in the right time, the right place, right time. That's cool. It's cool, and it also sucks that his shop closed. But it's nice that you were able to score some nice stuff. My one of my wife's cousins knew a guy that owned a coin shop that closed, and he basically just gave away all his stuff, and he ended up having, getting some really nice books and stuff. Fortunately, someone broke into his house and stole it. 2009 again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's cool you're able to score stuff. It sucks that the shop's closed. That's number one. That's one place left to look, and if it's close to work and a good place to, burn a couple of minutes, that sucks. And it's not likely that there'll be, if he's closing, it's not likely that there'll be a new one popping up either. The coin shop is a dying breed. It's so much moved online. People just can't afford the overhead. So we're looking back on that one. Man, silver has been so elusive lately, I tell you. I've been watching some other streams and it seems like it's just vaporized. Not much is being found right now, which is, I think, pretty crazy because according to the way the economy's going, you would think that more stuff's getting turned in simply to make ends meet. Lost a lot of people over the last couple of years. That means that there should be a lot more being accidentally dumped back into circulation, but it's just not out there, man. And these new boxes of coin that are coming out. I saw Enigma last night. He had a box that was just stuffed with like 95s, which tells me that the Mint is just dumping out anything that they have left over 2011. Oh, he's going to rebuild? Oh, that's cool. So it's just a temporary closing then. Or is he going to build a site as in website? That would not work. But if he's rebuilding his store, maybe he's going to make you a better gig. It's almost proof-like, but it's not. These darn Nifsies. 2011 again. 2005. Every time you find one of those things, it's taking up a space that could have been a silver. Ah, he got kicked out to make room. So is he moving to a different location then, or is he just out of the game now? I mean, I know that's probably not going to work for you. His location won't be necessarily near your work, but at least he'll still be around if he's still around. $2009. Ay, 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 ay. That stinks. Well, he'll probably become an eBay seller then. Just need to find out his handle. It's not going to do him any good having all that. Sure, he has inventory. You don't want to move it. Yeah, that stinks. Coin storage is a dying breed, unfortunately. There's not been a lot of new love pumped into the system. Oops. Alright, look at that. There's another shiny. Come on, paper, work with me here. Let's do this. You gotta fight me, I'll fight back. 2009. Local gold. That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's got quite a bit of inventory he doesn't want to just sit on. It's interesting to me is when you, I mean, some of these coin show guys or the coin shop guys, they collect, but they don't collect as much as you would think. I think it'd be a hard gig. I guess you have to just learn to let stuff go. Otherwise, you won't be profitable. But I think it'd be hard to be in a trade that you enjoyed, but you had to give away most of your stuff. Or sell off, I should say. Oops. Come on, so where are you? I know you're in here someplace. Let's not have one there. Bicentennial. Patrick Johnson. Good afternoon or good morning, depending on where you're located. Almost afternoon, I should say. It's not quite there yet. I guess it's good morning regardless of where you are. Appreciate you swinging by. Just going through the halves that I wasn't able to get yesterday because the truck hadn't showed up yet. Bunch of newer 99s in here. Believe it or not, we is already halfway through. Hey. Come on, Silver. Well, so much for this being like the last brick that I had. So we're going to try to escape here with something. Something besides plaid, that is. Ay, 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 ay. Does anybody know what a silver coin looks like? I have totally forgotten. I can tell you what a Nifty looks like, though. Boom, like that. 2004. Yikes. Well, I wish the NIFCs were silver. I could retire. I totally forget what I sent you already, Ogre. I think I owe you some stuff too. I remember sending you the Onzo is just cool. That's a great coin. I don't remember anything else being too spectacularly awesome. Not comparatively what you already have. You should start making content, though. I would tell you that, man. You just get it because it takes practice to get better at it. And so you got to make that first step of just start putting stuff out there. It's not going to be great to begin with. That's okay. My stuff still isn't great, comparatively speaking to others, but I'm getting better. Finally figured out how to put some music and stuff in there. I feel that adds a little bit to it. I just need to work on my camera work a little bit, on how to do stuff a little bit better, but it takes time to figure out how to do all this stuff. Get a little bit better with each video though, and eventually you look the pro. 10 years from now. Come on, Silver. Where are you? Darn 81s, man. At the rate that I'm seeing these newer coins, the mint is going to run out of money. I'm getting these 81s and stuff, sending out 95s, sending out 2021s. Ooh, 81 cents. I love me some 81 cents. There was somebody the other day doing a penny hunt, and they scoped an 81 for some reason. I'm like, why are they scoping? But it was just a tease to me. I'm like, oh, look at that. That's an 81. Probably the only person that gets excited about 81s. But it's fun. I actually just filled my first box. And so I started looking back at the record. I'm like, man, I got a long way to go. But it'll be fun. If I could get pennies, that's the biggest problem. Is if it wasn't for the state penny challenge where I would have people sending me boxes, I'd be cooked. I can't buy a penny right now. It's like I did a video on halves, where I got some hybrid halves yesterday, and they were rewraps, by the way. But hopefully that doesn't spoil the video for you. But when I went back today to pick up these halves, she said, oh, that guy that brought those in also brought in some pennies. I'm like, yeah, if he brought in pennies, I don't know that I want them based on the way that he was treating those halves. So I'll probably have to pass on those because I got to get some nice boxes to send to Tarek, because Tarek sent me the boxes from what I thought was Oregon that ended up being Idaho. So I need to send him boxes, but I've been asking at all my banks every time I go, and no one's had any. I think my one bank is the bank that gave me the quarters and nickels that I'm going to hunt tonight. I think she's got enough for some pennies after she gets a couple more rolls. And I took a box back to her. I actually, instead of putting my pennies in a bag, I re-rolled my discards to try to help them get some coins. So, we'll see. Yeah, every little bit does add up. The crazy thing is that I'm finding almost a roll per box, so it's just a matter about getting boxes. Is that another proof? Look at that thing, man. That's not a proof, though. It's about the mirror-ish looking 89 I think I've ever seen, but it's got a really strange haze to it. I wonder if it's out of a mint set. We'll set him aside. We'll take a gander at him later. It's a nice looking strike, though. Yeah, every little bit adds up, though. All in time. I mean, Tark sent me 10 when he sent me. I sent him some NIFCs and some wheat cents, and he sent me 10. So everybody out there sent me 10. It was definitely add up. I'll take what I can get because it just helps me get to the end goal. I just need to find boxes. If I can find boxes, I'm finding anywhere from 30 to 60 a box, depending on how good the box is. Because there was I think I remember it being like something crazy, like 13 billion minted that year. So there's a lot of 81s out there, and there's no reason to scoop them up unless you're crazy like me. After this, we are down to the last row already. Come on, are you kidding me? This box is going to disappoint. We might have proof here. No. It's at 81. Man, I mean, look at that thing. Look how thick the rim is on that. I have to check that against my book. It's a nice looking 81. It's going to be time to start adding some upgrades. Nice as some of these are. Up there. 'See? And it is 2004. I'm gonna have to ask Tark if what else he's still missing. There's been a bunch in this box. What do we say here? Max, I think it says. That's nice, 79 too. Wow. Where are these pretty coins coming from? 'Cause one of them shiny 95s. Must be one of Enigma's old coins. ...2004, 2009... Come on, are you kidding me? 195. This must be Enigma's old box. I'd even take a magic coin. I haven't seen one of those in a while either. Come on. Alright, we're on the last 5 here. Fatty. Your pocket coin. Smooth, smooth, smooth. Alright, let's get something out of these last ones here. Come on. $2,002. Put some paint on that. I'll bet you there is. I actually have, I drank iced coffee, and I've got those Stokes plastic things. I had like, I don't know, probably 4 or 5 of them full of copper. And I went through those. I was just blasted on how much 81s are in those, in the quantities. But, that's why I picked the number that I did, because there's really no, unless people are hoarding copper, there's no special reason to keep 81s, because they made a bunch of them. They weren't necessarily, unless you got like the highest grade ever, they're not really worth anything. There's no heirs or varieties. And this is the last roll. Can we get a last roll luck? Doesn't look like it. Definitely doesn't look like it. We might have a nifty or a proof. We're a shiny 85. Wow, that's a nice looking 85. Check that against my book. Yeah, Friday the 13th luck. I didn't know it. I went to edit a video last night, and the software that I use said, "Oh, it's missing a part or whatever." I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I just used it earlier today, And so I restarted my system to see if it helped, and then I forgot to come back in and turn it back on. So I started looking at it again this morning. I had to re-download the software, and they totally changed the way it looked. And like one of the things is they have all these different like graphic kind of stuff you can include in there, and they had all this Friday the 13th stuff. I'm like, what? Why? What's going on here? Went to the bank and she's like, yeah, it's Friday the 13th. I'm like, that's why I was seeing all that stuff. Yeah, so definitely Friday the 13th luck here. It's a little bright, guys. Let's turn it down to shade. Straight up. And none of these are in very good shape either, huh? I don't see the 77s that often, so I pull them off. I mean, these are just tore up from the floor up. Zach Lane, welcome. How's the hunt going? Hunt's going amazing if you were an NIFC hunter. But I am a silver hunter, so not so great. But that's Has for you, man. You're more likely to, it's kind of like baseball. You're more likely to strike out than you are to get a home run, but you just wait for those home runs to come because they're a lot of fun when you get them. You know what I'm going to do? I'll make this better for you guys so you guys can find them for me. Oh, where's this thing at? There we go. Let's go to... Yeah, that's the way it goes, man. Still not getting very good light here. I don't prefer the way this is showing. It's a little better. So you haven't found anything yet today either, huh? I'm telling you, it's been trim lately. I haven't really found many people that are finding too much. And last but not least, the 71s, which are the hardest ones for me to identify because it's such a small air. And this one actually has paint on it, which isn't a great thing, but probably has the air. It does not. Wish that one had it. Swap them with a quarter. Leave a penny, take a penny, or exchange for a quarter. That's funny. I'm sure the cashier just like looks at you and shakes their head. What's this guy doing? Oh, that's a bummer. We got nothing. What was our haul here? Oops. We have 3, 4, 16, 7, 9, 11, 5, 11, 4, 6. That's not quite as bad as I thought I was going to be. So we had 2, oh no, it was an 02 and 03. An 02, 03, 404, an 05, an 06, an 07, 6 09s, 2 11s, and a 16. So what is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 NIFCs. Not really what I was looking for. 18 NIFCs. These are pretties that I'm checking against my book. We had a proof. No, that's a toner. That's a proof. And these I'm checking against my book. 69 Lincoln sent it was double machine to the Coinstar. Ah. So many people find stuff at the Coinstar. I can't say that I frequent places that have that many Coinstars, but anytime I check, they never have coins in them, ever, ever, ever. I'm more likely to go, we have Publix down here that's a grocery store, and they have their own machines, and it never has coins in it. I don't know if they just don't return the same way the Coinstars do or what, but I don't know that I've ever seen a coin in their return. And it seems like the Coinstar always has something in there that it didn't like or doesn't accept or whatever. I'm going to snag these up. So that is it, my friends. I want to keep this proof when I check these against my book. And that is it. I'm actually going to take these back to the bank. My son has baseball this evening where he's getting assessed to figure out what team they want to put him on. And I still need to find him a helmet. So I'm going to take these back to the bank, see if I can score him a helmet. Because the one I've got is for my big boys. He needs a little one. Yeah, 46D Rosie. That's sweet, man. Anytime you can pick up free silver like that, you know you can't complain. So, anyhow, guys, I appreciate you swinging by. I wish we found more than we did, but there's always next time. So, I don't know how much live stream I'm going to be able to do because I haven't been able to get coins. So, I know that hopefully she'll get me a box. She's ordered it. Hopefully it comes in next week and we can do this again. Otherwise, keep your eyes peeled for my videos. I'm still going to try to put out some kind of content, whether it be bill hunts or other types of coins. When I was at the bank today, when they gave me the quarters and the nickels, she's like, "Hey, do you want the dimes?" And one teller says to the other teller, "Yeah, he's not really much of a dime guy." I'm like, "Hey, I might be a dime guy because if that's all I can get, that's what I'm going to be doing." So, anyhow, oh, I forgot my screen wasn't switched back. I appreciate you all swinging by. Have a great weekend, and I'll catch you on my next hunt.